Welcome to Catholic News World.
Welcome to Catholic News World. Please subscribe to our channel. My name is Steph. Here are this week's breaking news headlines.
Agenzia Fides reports that some rockets and heavy weapon bullets fired by soldiers of the Burmese army hit the Catholic Cathedral of the Sacred Heart, in the Diocese of Pekin, in the southern part of the Shan State, in eastern Myanmar. As reported to Fides by Father Julio Wu, priest of the Diocese of Pekin, it is an execrable act, to be condemned. The church complex, reports Father Julio, is a place of refuge and security in the generalized instability of a violent conflict, given that, while there is fighting in the area, hundreds of local people are taking refuge in the cathedral complex. While local resistance militias are fighting the army 8 miles from the city, such acts of gratuitous violence against civilians and places of worship increase frustration and youth protest against the army. We are concerned, churches are becoming more and more targets of attacks for military forces, added the priest. The Catholic bishops of Canada invited 25 to 30 First Nations, Inuit, and Métis elders, knowledge keepers, residential school survivors, and youth to meet with Pope Francis at the Vatican from December 17 to the 20th, 2021, accompanied by a small group of Canadian bishops. The journey towards healing and reconciliation is a long one, but we believe this will be a significant milestone in the Catholic Church's commitment to renewing, strengthening and reconciling relationships with Indigenous peoples across the land, said CCCB President, the Most Reverend Raymond Poisson. With this delegation, we hope to walk together in a new way, to listen with humility, and to discern the next steps that the Church can take to support residential school survivors, their families, and their communities. Pope Francis has also agreed to travel to Canada to further steps in reconciliation. Agenzia Fides reports that on October 26, 2021, the Catholic parish of Mapoyan, Sudan, was vandalized by a group of armed people, while on October 30, 2021, the Solidarity community located in the parish of Remenze was looted by unknown gunmen. The local Catholic Church immediately condemned these attacks on institutions that took place within just a week. In addition to the damage caused to the premises, the Diocese of Tambora Yambio denounced the accidental murder of the head catechist who was in the parish at the time of the attacks. In a note received by Agenzia Fides, the Curia of the diocese strongly condemns acts of vandalism, thefts and murders of church personnel, not only in the diocese but also in any part of South Sudan. At their plenary assembly, the bishops of Austria released a critique of assisted suicide laws that are being considered. In all countries that have made assisted suicide exempt from punishment, the same worrying development can be seen. Within a very short time, the exceptional case becomes a socially accepted normality and impunity becomes an enforceable right to claim. To prevent this from happening in Austria as far as possible, the Austrian Bishops' Conference participates in the current legal assessment without endorsing the assisted suicide. The broad social consensus that human life should be protected to its natural end was painfully disputed by the decision of the Constitutional Court of December 2020. This means that effective and necessary protection for vulnerable groups of people has ceased to exist, which is important because human life is increasingly only measured in terms of attractiveness, usefulness and profit for society. The Austrian bishops therefore do all they can for the comprehensive protection of life. Pope Francis traveled to Assisi in Italy to mark the 5th World Day of the Poor. Sunday, November 14, is the 5th World Day of the Poor. On the 12th he met with 500 poor people for a prayer service. Then Pope Francis donated each of the 500 poor people a backpack filled with clothes, shoes, jackets, and face masks. Pope Francis will celebrate Mass in St. Peter's Basilica at 10 a.m. on the 14th of November. About 2,000 poor people will attend. After Mass, the Vatican will distribute lunch to those present. In the past, many more people were invited, but due to the pandemic the attendance was limited. Pope Francis inaugurated this day dedicated to the poor. Other organizations join in by donating food and clothing.
Watch our programme every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Catholic News World channel. God bless.
Please subscribe to Catholic News World's YouTube channel. Thanks and God bless.